Cheers. Cheers. How do you do, buckaroos? I was debating whether I should do a video or not. I'm really tired and in a lot of pain. So I had to make a decision whether should I have alcohol or a muscle relaxer, and I opted for the alcohol. Anyways, I digress. How the heck are you? Like I said, I'm Tom the Beer and Whiskey Whisperer for the purposes of this video. So I can get things organized over here. Looks like I got it all in the shot there. I think we're back in business. There we go. Anyways, how the heck are you? So I did kind of, go with a particular theme. I've got two products. Well, one Springfield Brewing Company, one Teakida Spirits, but they're both under the same umbrella. So anyway, this is their anniversary release. The Old Standard, a barley wine, 11% barley wine that's finished in port and sherry barrels. Let me show you that bottle. So with that information in mind, I decided to go with, oh, wrong whiskey. Where did I put it? Well, hell, what did I do with my whiskey? I just had it here. Jesus Christ. It's been that kind of day. There it is. Grabbed the wrong one anyway. I decided to go with this whiskey. Teakida Oracle, a bourbon whiskey finished in port barrels. And this one is at 92 proof. So it's not real big, but it's not small either. I've got about a little over 2-ounce pour here in my Teakida glass, as you can see. I like this shape. I really like this glass for neat drinking, although it may be more designed for rocks. But I've got the old-fashioned type glass if I want rocks. But just like the shape of glass, because when you pour it neat, it fits right about there. I think it's great for getting the nose of this wonderful whiskey, man. Oh. So the Old Standard, I didn't have this Old Standard in the fridge. I actually had it just out in the garage, but it's been very cold. It has warmed up a little bit over the last couple of days, so it's not ice cold as it might have been a couple of days ago. I think right now, though, I should have it right about the perfect cellar temp. Oh, man, that nose is crazy. Yeah, you can feel the barley wine. You can feel the barrel. You definitely feel those port wine notes that add some dimension to it. Trying to see something there. It's looking different on my screen here than it does there, and I can't figure out. It could be, I don't know if it's the glare of the light or it looks different there. Anyways, could just be me. There's a little cloud there that doesn't show when I look at the deal. Anyway, it's probably the light. I'm going to set that down, let it kind of breathe for a second. I'm going to pick this whiskey back up. I'm going to read a little bit here. Oracle, the search for the truth. A wise storyteller once said, seeing is believing, and our bourbon whiskey is transformed with the rich dark fruit flavors gained from time in tawny port barrels. Wow. As you can see, I've drank a little bit of the three that I picked up on Black Friday. Actually, I haven't gone through this one as much as the other two. The one gone through the most probably is the Hinterland. Oh yeah, the Wanderlust is about the same as this one. Was the Wanderlust in Oloroso Sherry Barrel? So I could have went with either this one or this one, or the Oracle or the Wanderlust. Both would have worked, but I came across the Oracle first, which is why we're using it. The Oloroso Sherry would have worked too. Anyways, one finished in port barrels. Since that beer is aged in probably those same barrels, right? I'm guessing they probably use those same damn barrels for this beer here. Anyway, well, I've talked for almost 5 minutes and I haven't taken a drink of either yet. So let's say we get to it. Man, the nose on this is just insane. I think that we have a nice fine craft distillery here in Springfield now. We had Missouri Spirits for a while. Tiakida, they kind of bought them out. Out in Rogersville, we had Bubs, which was very good. Fortunately, they shut down recently too. They were doing kind of moonshine like spirits, but they had this one aged version that was really good. Bubs aged whiskey. It was really tasty. Then they had this kind of flavored one they called Bear Claw. That's some good products. I was sad to see them go. Man, this is good. It ain't playing, man. That's tasty. I don't care who you are. That's good. Oh, glad my week is over. For what I do for my day gig, we had a snow day on Monday, but that just meant, which was kind of nice, but it just meant I had to work that much harder Tuesday. So even though I worked one less day this week, it kind of feels like I worked more because I just had to push it so hard the rest of the week. And my old feet hurt. Everything hurts. Everything hurts, man. So I said, do I want some alcohol? Do I want a muscle relaxer? We can't do both. I really had to, weigh the pros and cons of both. And take a muscle relaxer, 15, 20 minutes, you're good. The alcohol, of course, acts in a little bit different way. Doesn't quite do the same thing as the muscle relaxer, but it does help in other ways that the muscle relaxer doesn't. For instance, it allows me to, do a video and process. I can process things as I'm having my beer and whiskey here. Oh man, that's nice. So wow, again, you got this beautiful barley wine aged in these port barrels, which gives you these fruit notes that wouldn't be in just the barley wine, I guess, without that barrel aging. So I personally am picking up some raisin, some dark cherry notes. Oh, I was just listening to so I was coming home this evening. We were the last song playing was the band classic Stage Fright. Now I got that song stuck in my head. One of my favorite band songs. The band, I guess I should say. The Last Waltz, probably my favorite Scorsese film, even though it's a little bit different than one of his usual works. But the Last Waltz is arguably one of the best concert films ever. And what I mean by that is you could make a case for it. It is done superbly well, and you certainly could make a case. Is it my personal favorite? In all honesty, it kind of depends on my mood. There are a few others that I really like a lot. I've never been a huge Paul McCartney and Wings fan. However, Rock Show was just brilliantly done as well. Of course, there's Neil Young. Rust Never Sleeps. That was pretty freaking amazing. But there's a few more to choose from. There's a lot of great concert films out there. Those are the ones that jumped to my mind at this particular moment in time. I really love The Last Waltz, so I went ahead and bought it on Vudu because they had it on sale for $5. So it's one of those that I can watch anytime and over again. If my wife's not around or if she's out shopping with our daughter, I'll pull that on and turn up the Bose over here and crank that volume up. Turn the lights down. Pretend I'm there. They were amazing. They really were. Their musicianship was incredible. But Robbie Robertson's Robbie Robertson's songwriting tends to get overlooked a lot because they backed up Bob Dylan. Everybody wants to focus on the Dylan tunes, but uh, in all honesty, for my money, I think Robertson was the better lyricist, better songwriter, definitely better guitar player. But I just love the band, man. The songs, again, Stage Fright, Up on Cripple Creek. That song was stuck in my head the other day. They had Stage Fright. Of course, you got the classic "The Night Out." They drove Old Dixie down. And you got the vocals of either Levon Helm or Rick Danko. Both had great voices, just very different voices. That's why I love listening to some of the songs. They'll both sing different versions. You go, oh man, it's absolutely brilliant. Those guys were just amazing. Oh, Rick Danko. Trying to remember the other. You had Richard Manuel, Garth Hudson, maybe. I'm not 100% sure there, but I think it's Garth Hudson. Remember Richard Emanuel. They were just an amazing band, man. I wish they got back together sometime during the 80s, you know. Robbie Robertson had a handful of solo material that was really good. If I what kind of brought me to that is we were watching an old uh, Charlie Sheen movie from 1993 called Beyond the Law. Mostly because, you know, it was free. Anyways, but anyway, that song was the song "Broken Arrow" was featured. And it's oh god, I kind of forgot about that too. Now I can't get that song out of my head, which led me to on my Spotify hit that song, and then it kind of spawned the other songs, if you will. It's '93, so I'm not sure. I think that's right about that period where Charlie was sliding a little bit. He had Wall Street in the late '80s, which was huge. It made him a super. Well, you had Platoon and then Wall Street, which made him a huge superstar. Uh, did Men at Work with his brother that kind of tanked. Uh, although I think Emilio Estevez, in my opinion, was a better filmmaker and actor than he tends to get credit for. Everything gets focused on Charlie Sheen, but Emilio Estevez, I mean, the Young Guns 1 and 2 were both brilliant. He just didn't do a lot after that garnered much attention. I think he had other focuses, other things he was looking to do. It wasn't a terrible movie. It was one a great one, but it was it's one of those that was okay to watch. Supposedly based on a true story. But there was a couple other songs in there. I mean, the best thing about watching the movie was the soundtrack. In all honesty, there was a couple songs you're going, "Oh, I remember that one." I remember that one. Here we go. Had that happen with another Charlie Sheen movie a while back. Watching the movies. Oh yeah, I know that song. Anyways, who else is gonna bring you Broken Arrow? Who else is gonna bring you a bottle of rain? Anyways, I apologize for the frivolity. Sometimes I can't help myself, man. Anyways, I think the whiskey's starting to work. Whiskey's starting to work. My feet hurt so bad this evening when I got off work. Oh my god. I really had to say, okay, do I want to take this pill? Do I want some whiskey? Sometimes helps talk it out, though, which is why I opted for the whiskey and the beer. As I use you poor and suspecting people as my therapist. Anyways, of course, anybody have any questions or comments, throw it up there. I'll answer almost anything, unless you're just being a complete asshat. Then I will ignore you and block you. But other than that, I mean, I'm pretty agreeable, pretty agreeable for the most part. It's just this is a no asshat zone. Man, this beer really is something special. I love those barrel notes you get in the finish. It's just gorgeous. For me, I got to say, I love barley wines. I do. But for me, they really need to be barrel aged. I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be a spirit barrel. It doesn't have to be whiskey. Doesn't have to be bourbon. Doesn't have to be port barrel or sherry barrel. It could be just oak, but it needs something. Yeah, most barley wines are just too sweet without that other component. But here you've got those port and sherry barrels, which again just add a lot of dimension to an already complex beer. And then you've got that oak that really helps clean up the sweetness you're going to get from a barley wine because there's a lot of alcohol in there. It's 11%, so it's going to be sweet. So you feel that sweetness, but it's also balanced by those fruit notes that the port and sherry barrels provide. So this one actually doesn't feel as sweet as most barley wines because you've got a lot helping it out here. You might pick up some other fruit notes. For me, I'm getting, for the most part anyway, I'm getting raisin and dark cherry, but you may even feel some black currant in there. And depending on your habits, and you might even taste some data and or fig. I tell people you're only going to taste what you eat, right? That's how your brain is going to interpret it as something. Because those things aren't in here, so it's all about interpretation. Uh, oh mercy! I could sleep in tomorrow, which is nice. Like I said, I was talking about the snow day. The snow days are nice, but the problem with the snow day is that well, Monday would have if I knew Sunday, right? Knew Sunday about midday that there was going to be a snow day Monday. I might have played Sunday a little bit differently. You know what I mean? But you're planning on going to work, so you still have to have those same habits as if you're going to work the next day. Are you following me? And then you don't have to work. Which okay, that's nice. But I still had to get up and check the messages to see if I had to go to work, right? Or instead of just going, okay, I know I don't have to get to work. I can relax. Now, in all honesty, it was kind of projected, but it wasn't made official until very early. Or it was about 5:15, I think, when they finally made it official. But so up until that point, I really had to plan on going to work, or had to, I had to be ready just in case. Because it's probably the same everywhere, but it feels like these folks in Springfield are rather unpredictable. There were days that I was absolutely sure they were going to, shut down, and they did. And there were days I was sure I was going to work, or Springfield Public Schools would remain open, and they didn't. So I'm always surprised. So now there's certain cues I look for now, and you can kind of predict it. But so it didn't look like it was going to be inevitable that school was going to be out Monday. But again, I couldn't plan on that until they officially called it. Meaning I couldn't really drink Sunday or stay up late Sunday because I had to plan on going to work and getting up at 5 in the morning. So I still had to get up about 5 in the morning to see if they're going to cancel or not. So it was nice to have that extra day to kind of relax. But then, like I said, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday was just brutal. knocking myself out Tuesday. Come on, Tom, you can do it. So that was the thing. Today wasn't such a brutal day at the day job, but it was just that accumulation, right? Trying to do 2 days worth of work on Tuesday, it just kind of took a toll on an old man. And my feet really hurt today. Oh, I'm gonna jump off camera and show you something. I meant to grab it, but I forgot. So I don't have the ability to use it tonight, but I wanted to show it to you because I still need to get some butane for it. But a friend gave me this today. Josh, Rebecca, thank you guys. Flybeast cocktail smoker kit. Man, the friends I've met at my secondary job has just been amazing, man. These people are, I mean, uh, I gave him a hug for giving me this, but I was real close to shedding tears. I was so moved by the gift. It has some applewood, pearwood, and beechwood. So I'm really curious to try all of these because I love smoked cocktails. I was at a friend, Sid. He made me a smoked old fashioned a while back. That was just pretty amazing. Pearwood, though, that sounds interesting. Pearwood, applewood, beechwood. So I'm really looking forward to trying this. I don't know if let me show you up front again. Actually, I don't think I gave you a good shot of the step. I'm not sure there is. I don't want to turn it over. So if I can show that to you without losing anything. Anyways, I digress. I was just so moved by the gesture. Just the people that I've met at that second job have just been amazing to me and treated me so well. I'm just humbled. I'm humbled to be a part of it. In all honesty, I really am. Oh, mercy. Man, that's some good whiskey. Who else is gonna bring you a bow and arrow? The weekend. What am I doing this weekend? I don't know. I'm probably doing nothing. I'm probably not doing a damn thing. Kind of depends on how everything else is going. Just some family things going around. I don't want to mention it on camera here because I don't know how much they want it known, but so we'll just kind of see how everything plays out. I'd hope to try to get to. Well, there's a couple of things I really want to do, but now I'm kind of backing down from it. Really want to get out to go to Alba, Missouri, to Beard Engine, but I might have to wait a little bit for that. Then a great local band is playing at a sports bar here in town. Earlier show than usual, 8 o'clock, because I like an early show. Um, and it's no cover. I know a couple of the folks in the band's three-piece band. I know two of them pretty well. The other one I don't know quite as well, but man, I've seen them several times over the years. They've been around for a while here in Springfield. So I would kind of like to do that show, but again, we're just gonna have to see how things play out. Because typically by 8 o'clock, I want to be in my sweats or jammies and comfy. So we're just gonna have to kind of play that by ear and see how the other folks involved are feeling. Yeah, I've been dying to get back out to, or at least get out to Beard Engine this year because I haven't had a chance to. Every time I've had plans to get out there, something comes up and I'm not able to get there. A lot of it's the weather. Weather kind of goes south. Okay, we're not doing that this weekend. And then I had some unexpected bills come up. So, oh, damn, forgot about that. Sometimes things just happen. So I'm kind of debating because I know I can't do both things, and it will cost more to go do the beer dating thing because it's an hour and so drive, so it's going to cost some gas. The other thing that's not far from here is maybe 10 minutes, but it would require my wife feeling like driving me there. So we're gonna have to play it all by ear. I just haven't been out to see them for a long time. When they announced that early show at a place close to here, so I really wouldn't mind seeing that if at all possible. Just an amazing band, though. Paul Tomlinson on guitar and Dean Daisy on bass. Both these guys got amazing vocals in quite a different way. Just the musicianship of this whole band. Gene on drums also plays some keyboards while he's on the drums. So I asked him how he did that at one time. He said, "It's all smoke and mirrors, man." Which leads me to anytime somebody's humble about their ability, it tells me they're really good. I remember as a wannabe musician way back when, the people that were really good would always tell you that they're not, or they would kind of play it down. I do okay. Anybody that was kind of average would tell you, "Hey, I'm wonderful. Watch me." Folks that are really good never tell you they're really good. Kind of that unwritten musician rule. If you're really good, you never tell anybody because it's that humility, right? There's oh no, it's not me, man. Oh mercy. As I wrap up this whiskey, it's been around a little longer than I intended because I was doing a lot of talking. And in all honesty, these aren't products that you want to drink fast. So it was kind of intended. But anyway, I'm going to set that rest of that whiskey down and go back over this bottle one more time if I can find where I put it. Anyway, Oracle bourbon whiskey finished in port barrels. Yeah, the one finished in all the Russia sherry barrels would have worked too, because I'm guessing those are probably the two barrels used in this barley wine since it's port and sherry. Anyways, I digress. I am Tom, but I digress, man. See, I'm already feeling better. Everything's working so far, man. I'm Tom, the Whiskey Whisper, Whiskey Evangelist, prolific whiskey drinker, purveyor of wisdom, and I do love me a barley wine, man, and this one is one of the very best. I gotta tell you. In the past, they did a different version of barley wine. They had several years ago. They did a brandy version and a rye barrel version. Both were great. I wish I'd have hung on to some of them a little bit longer, but I've got one brandy bottle left. I think it's from 2019 before things all went to hell in a handbasket on us. But things just got all funked up before things went all foobar on us. But this thing, oh man, the combination of that port and the sherry, oh shit, biscuits. This thing is just gorgeous. Anyways, I am Tom, the beer evangelist, prolific drinker, purveyor of wisdom, man. All around good guy, Sluncha.